You heard it earlier, the women's division isn't going anywhere.
That's right.
In fact, they're up next in our Championship Wrestling Drive-In Spooktacular Main Event Match of the Week.
We have Heather Monroe with HALSTON Boddy versus Lacey Ryan in a big rematch.
It's match 5 in their best of 7 series, and yes, it's a taped fist match.
Oh yeah, and it's up next.
It's time for the Championship Wrestling Drive-In
Spectacular
Match of the Week. Join us in Memphis on Halloween Day for live pro wrestling and Halloween fun. Tickets are on sale now at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com.
The following contest is match 5 in a best of 7 series and is a taped fist match where the only ways to win are via pinfall, submission, or last woman standing. Introducing first, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Lacey Ryan!
Lacey Ryan, all business. Match 5 in the best of 7 series, but as we know, it's really kind of match 5A, a second go-around for this tape fist matchup in which you can win by pinfall, submission, or by knockout.
And introducing her opponent, being accompanied to the ring by HALSTON Boddy, she is the Killer Bay, Heather Monroe.
Of course, last time out, it erupted into absolute chaos. Nikko Marquez came out, tried to stop a match in the women's division again, Blake. That brought out all kinds of officials. Lacey Ryan, Heather Monroe, HALSTON Boddy, Nikko Marquez, all mixing it up. Adnan Karachi, the ring announcer, got involved trying to let cooler heads prevail. Then the entire locker room came out here in a wild brawl that we will never forget. So let's hope that we can get a conclusion this time. And again, we can't state enough how pivotal this matchup is the overall series because they're all tied up at 2 wins apiece.
Absolutely, this could be a huge win for Lacey Ryan. If she gets ahead here, this would be the first time that she's ahead in the series, 3-2. There's a lot at stake right now. And as we saw in the last matchup, these taped hands make a big difference in the striking ability of both competitors.
You made an excellent point. Lacey Ryan has never led in this series. She was down 0-2 in the early going and bounced back with 2 consecutive victories. And we take a look. There you see a good shot of the hand of Heather Monroe. Looks like it's extra taped up.
Oh, she did. She clubbed it. She clubbed it. That's an old fighting technique where you put so much tape on your hand, it's almost like a cast. And, man, that thing can do some serious damage.
Yeah, talk about a wrecking ball there in the fist. And you can see collar and elbow tie up here. So both ladies
they're doing a good job of
position.
They're doing a good job of tying each other's hands up so that neither one's able to throw a strike. I bet neither of these girls want to get punched in the face after taking one of those taped hands to the face.
And before the match was halted, you know, for a while there, Heather Monroe had scored consecutive shots in that last matchup with the taped fist. Really had the knees weak there of Lacey Ryan, had her on rubber legs. And we'll see how this thing plays out.
I mean, to put things in perspective for people, Heather Monroe knocked Nikko Marquez clean out. Clean out. So she's got power in those hands, and a taped hand, there's an absolute chance that we see a knockout on either end of this equation.
Well, and in that fray that broke out last time, you know, Lacey Ryan got some shots in on a fallen Nikko Marquez, who seemed to have put a target on the women's division for some reason. We really don't know why, unless it harkens back to that Falls Count Anywhere matchup where he was took one over the head with a beer bottle. Here you see HALSTON Boddy trying to revive the Killer Bay a little bit. I'll tell you, Blake, things really have picked up. And I really think, you know, you see great talent coming in as well, you know, likes of CC Chanel. Vipress has been very important. But I really think the catalyst for the women's division here being on fire the way it is has been this best of 7 series between these two great competitors.
Absolutely. You got to give credit where credit is due. And these two girls have done a fantastic job of really highlighting the women's division on the United Wrestling Network.
And they find themselves here under the bright lights in the main event again. Match 5, best of 7 series, tape fist. Again, you can win pinfall, submission, knockout, and the veteran wares there of Heather Monroe to roll to the outside. But again, in a matchup like this, due to the rules, there is no count out, so you can't really escape.
No, but she tried to get away for a second to have a little break, and Lacey Ryan was not about to give it to her.
But hopefully there just will be, a finish, a result after what we've seen recently.
I'm a little surprised Halson doesn't have a taped fan. You know how he likes to jump in matches.
You're not kidding. It packs a punch on its own. I don't think he is going to sacrifice the fashion of it. Outside, inside with the elbow. That'll take the wind out of you. Into the cover, only comes up with a count of 2. And it makes it tough, to know how to counter in a match like this, I would think, Blake, when you have those 3 options of victory.
With how much these girls don't like each other, I'm a big fan of this third option of the last woman standing. We might not need a 7 series. One of these girls might not be able to walk out of the building.
On the hunt right now is Lacey Ryan. On the outside, you can see again the official, no count going on because there are no countouts, no disqualifications. Only 3 ways you can take the lead in the best of 7 in this main event matchup. Big shot there by Lacey Ryan.
You know what I just noticed is both these girls' tape matches their outfits. Us guys, we don't do stuff like that.
Oh, look, oh my gosh, she hit nothing but post. Oh, talk about this play. You can break the bones in hand very easily.
She's really lucky that her hand was taped because even with a taped hand, that hand could potentially be broken right now.
Well, that tape might just be holding together a completely shattered hand at this point.
That's absolutely possible as well. Wow. You hear the sound those knuckles made hitting that pole? Ooh.
It was nasty, and you talked about the propensity to throw with extra heat because of the taped fist. So she threw everything into that shot. Talking about Lacey Ryan, got nothing but post. Post is going to win that battle.
Oh, Heather's working on that hand now. This is extremely smart because Lacey Ryan's not going to be able to grapple as well or strike as well with that hand. That is a significant amount of her offense that is potentially compromised right now. Heather's doing a very great job of keeping that pressure on.
Oh, that pressure on indeed. Just putting the body weight down on that hand, sandwiching it between the metal and Heather Monroe. She wants to stay up on this thing. Like you said, she has never trailed in this series. She is the proverbial shark smelling blood in the water right now.
She is doing a fantastic job of staying on Lacey Ryan. As soon as she got a little bit of an upper hand, she has been continuing the damage on that hand. And this is exactly what she needs to do to continue to stay ahead in this matchup.
She is punishing Lacey Ryan. The hands now into the steps, and you can see the reaction, just complete agony etched on the face of Lacey Ryan when she ate that shot. Center of the ring now, trying to put her away is the Killer Bay, counted 2. So much fight in Lacey Ryan, but that hand is giving her a world of problems.
It would not surprise me if that hand is broken. The way that she is babying that and protecting it, and the amount of pain that she is in right now while Heather's gripping on that hand, that thing could definitely be broken.
Heather Monroe in control. Oh my gosh, she is absolutely taking apart that hand. We might get a submission here. Killer Bay in control. We'll be back right after this.
Looking for a new wrestling podcast? Listen to Brian Trammell and the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Available on your favorite podcast providers and stspod.club.
Are you looking to make your bathroom beautiful and functional again?
If so, you better leave it to the pros. The Tub Pros, that is.
Fast and affordable, call the Tub Pros today at 901-871-8827.
Or check them out online at thetubpros.com.
Be Connected Wireless is the place for all of your cell phone and electronic needs.
And if you're like me and you keep dropping your cell phone, I know. I'm just glad Be Connected Wireless has my back.
Mention this ad to get 50% off on all accessories.
That's Be Connected Wireless with 3 convenient locations in Memphis.
This portion of Championship Wrestling is presented by Platinum Jewelers.
Maybe your husband's birthday is on October 22nd and he needs a fresh new Rolly.
You better shop local like we do.
We aren't the only ones who shop at Platinum Jewelers.
What's up, Memphis? This is Jaren Jackson Jr. from the Grizzlies, encouraging you all to shop where I shop. Platinum Jewelers here in Memphis. 545 Perkins Extended in East Memphis. The other is 9387 Poplar next to Fresh Market in Germantown. Go to my spot, Platinum Jewelers.
Spend your Halloween day at the Championship Wrestling Drive-In,
Spooktacular.
presented by Pro Shingle. Tickets are on sale now at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Main event, match 5, best of 7 series, tape fist rules in effect. And although fighting in earnest, trying to battle back into this thing, that hand injury is the story of this matchup thus far, Blake.
We've been seeing a different side of Heather in these later matches. She is being more violent and more statistic to that hand. Look at all this stomping the fingers. Wow.
Well, and you talked about it. You know, right now, the Killer Bay not only can take the lead in the series, but think of the effect that this will have on a match 6, on a match 7 if it ever gets there. And Heather Monroe, you can see again. I mean, this is nasty. The referee, you know, I might want to take a good look at this.
You make a great point of the long play. It doesn't matter who wins this. There's going to be another matchup. If Heather wins this, the next matchup and continues this damage on her hand, Lacey Ryan might be going into a match 6 with one hand. And that could be bad news for Lacey.
Oh, you're not kidding. And it is really, ever since her hand ate that post on the outside, she's had virtually zero offense. Couple punches here or there. Suplex now as the Killer Bay continues the pressure. She's being a pressure fighter for sure. Here, look, what do we got here, Blake? More tape.
She's put more tape. I told you, she's clubbing that hand. She's going to go try and knock out Lacey, I bet.
Oh, yeah? No, you wrap it up. Shut it. Perfect.
Adding tape here. And again, when you look in the history of sports, when you're all knotted up, this is the pivotal matchup. And here's the cover. Look, that desperation there. And Lacey Ryan, but came up with the near fall. This pivotal match 5, game 5, if you will. If you take the lead, more times than not, statistics will show that you're going to win the overall series.
Not only that, but that'll be 3 wins in a row for Lacey, and that's big. Going into a fourth potential win in a row, man, 3 wins is momentum. Momentum is so big in competition.
Well, and Heather Monroe is trying to quill that momentum and take back the momentum into the cover. And a premature celebration by Halston Boddy on the outside saying that was 3. And so, again, key matchup. You know, the winner of this thing might be well on her way to winning the overall series that has truly been a unique, unpredictable war of attrition since match 1. And with the antics recently, as Heather Monroe going to go for the cover again. Here's the cover, and we see the savagery in this matchup by Heather Monroe. We've seen the physicality by Lacey Ryan as well. We saw it in that brawl. I think Nikko Marquez and what he's done in continually to interrupt these women's division matches have brought out a whole nother side, a whole nother aggression in these ladies.
Absolutely, and I think that we would be seeing a vicious Heather Monroe one way or the other going into this matchup.
Whoa. Talk about vicious here. She's removed that turnbuckle cover. She has exposed that metal ring. They can knock you out in a hurry. Oh, trying to turn the tables there was Lacey Ryan. Tried to send in the Killer Bay. And this, again, remember, this match can end with knockout. You hit that metal, those lights are getting turned out. Cover now by the Killer Bay, only accounted to another close call. Lacey Ryan, Blake, is digging down deep, giving it everything she's got. But as time wears on in this matchup, more and more damage. Do you get to a point where it almost goes numb at some point in your hand?
You know, the adrenaline is always going to be there to help, but it definitely is going to start reducing the functionality of that hand. The more it swells up and the more damage it takes, the less effective it is as a weapon.
Well, adrenaline can do wonders because she's throwing heavy bombs. Follows in nicely, does the Killer Bay. Beautiful elbow. This has been a physical battle since the get-go with so much on the line. Pivotal, match 5.
Just non-stop back and forth action from these two ladies.
Double clothesline, bodies go down. And whoever has that little something extra who can fight their way up first, this might be pivotal. We might even get a double count here. Like, you know, again, it's last woman standing, and here it goes. So we'll see who can answer the count here.
Yeah, both girls were headhunting, and they both connected.
Halston Boddy fanning. You know, that is an unfair advantage there. Trying to get her mental faculties back by fanning her. And the referee up to a count of 6 now. 4 seconds to go here. Up to 7. They both start to stir. Lacey Ryan getting back to her knees. And if she's getting back to her feet, so she's up. Count stops, both ladies are up. But there, you saw that last woman standing rule came into effect there, Blake.
Yeah, we're seeing the effectiveness of that club that Heather Monroe has on her right hand here in these exchanges.
Boy, really measured her with that shot, but telegraphed it a little bit. And countering is Lacey Ryan, who is now on the offensive. She was fighting off that injury for a long time. It was just trying to survive, went into survival mode. Now she is on the attack. Where is she finding this from? After everything she's been through, Blake.
You know, that's when you see the emotions come out of people. This is more than just a matchup for her at this point. This is a personal drama, and you can see her digging deep for this.
Changes levels. Wow. Beautiful German suplex. Oh, my goodness. Incredible that she comes back to her feet like this. I mean, she has been renewed. There it is. Running knee. Put her away in the past. Can she do it this time? She cannot. She cannot. Not
so
yet.
So close. Wow.
Unbelievable. What's it going to take in there? You can see the shock, the confusion on the face of Lacey Ryan. She hit her with a heavy artillery, Blake. That put her away in the past. She's looking for that knee exploder, that slam into the knee. But fighting her off is the Killer Bay, finding a way to fight on.
So tough, man. Lacey Ryan just hit Heather with everything that she had, and Heather kicked out on a 2 count, man. That has got to mentally mess with you.
Knees has her stunned. Maybe enough for the 1, 2, 3. No, sir, not yet. Back and forth war.
You know, in fighting, when you hit somebody with everything that you've got, and they're still coming at you, man, it really psychologically affects you. I wonder how Lacey's thinking right now, because she hit Heather with that, has gotten the 3 count, and she didn't get it today.
Oh, looking for the bad Bichinoku driver, and nobody home there. Round and round. Oh, she hit it.
Whoa.
Oh, she hit the metal. She hit the metal into the cover. Oh,
there it is. A taste of her own medicine. She got Lacey to punch the pole earlier, and she turned it around on her.
Ryan!
Unbelievable. It came back to bite her. Let's take a look back at the action.
This instant replay is brought to you by the Championship Wrestling Drive-In
Spectacular.
presented by Pro Shingle.
Halloween Day will never be the same.
And both were pulling out all the stops. The running knee, we thought it was going to be enough. But then taking aim, Heather Monroe had taken off that turnbuckle cover, gets nothing but metal, and taking advantage, split second. Lacey Ryan rolls her up, gets the 1, 2, 3. Lacey Ryan takes the lead for the first time in the series, goes up 3-2. Unbelievable victory in this main event. Her hand's hurting, but that win has gotta feel good. We'll see you next time on Championship Wrestling from Home.
What a main event. And to think Nikko Marquez wanted to cancel the women's division, shame on him.
I know, right? For the first time, Lacey Ryan leads the best of 7 series. It's now 3-2 in Lacey's favor.